I'm in desperation just for justice for my son. And once again, I just plead with you to please just come up.
5 years after a man was shot to death, his family has yet to get justice. It's our crime of the week.
Little things trigger tears. It's hard.
The family of James and Michelle Butler, the couple killed on a local beach in October, gives us an update.
Well, thanks for joining us for Action 10 News at 5. I'm Andy Lascano.
And I'm Crystal Dominguez. Residents at a local apartment haven't had running hot water since before Thanksgiving.
And understandably, they're fed up. Let's find out more from our Brenda Matuti.
Winter's arrived in Corpus Christi, but Isaías Inocencio has had a taste of it for the last month.
I went to take a shower before work and I realized it was cold water.
It's the second time residents living here at Indigo Apartments have reached out saying they feel management isn't doing anything to restore the hot water outage that's been going on for weeks now.
And then we receive a letter that says that they're going to be putting in a new boiler and they're going to shut the water to the property to install the new boiler. Apparently they got it installed and we still have no hot water.
That was 3 weeks ago. Inocencio says his neighbors have resorted to boiling their water, but he braves the cold because he doesn't have time to heat up pots of water before work. When he contacted the local managers regarding repairs or even a discount on his water bill for the inconvenience, he says management hardly had answers.
They said that they haven't been told anything from their office, so they can't tell me anything about a discount to the water. But they told me to run the water until it gets warm. And it doesn't even get lukewarm. It's like fresh water. So it's still cold water.
I went to the leasing office to ask when repairs would be made. One of the employees told me the part they needed to fix the boiler arrived today, and the hot water should be restored by tomorrow. Reporting in Corpus Christi, Brenda Matuti, Action 10 News.
GVA Management, who owns the property, has not told us whether they will be offering residents a discount for the hot water outage, but will continue to keep you updated.
People renting units at the storage facility that caught fire Monday were allowed to visit their units today, and several of them showed up to the facility that's located on Castors and SPID. Crews were also on hand to clean up debris left behind by the massive fire. Some units were confirmed as total losses, while others are still being inspected. We spoke to one woman who's hopeful that her items are salvageable.
What I'm really looking forward to retrieving is my high school Letterman jacket. I was so happy when my mom gave that to me.
Well, some of the people who showed up today were turned away because of safety issues, but they can return tomorrow or the next day. We're told agents with Rep West Insurance were also there at the complex today. Well, Action 10 News was the very first to tell you about James and Michelle Butler, the missing New Hampshire couple whose remains were found in a shallow grave on Padre Island.
Two suspects, Adam Curtis Williams and Amanda Nover, were arrested in Mexico after they were seen driving the Butler's stolen truck. I spoke with James Butler's sister today. Here's the latest from the family. Deborah Van Loon, sister of James Butler, says at this moment the family is doing the best they can.
Little things trigger tears. It's hard.
Van Loon's cousin came to Corpus Christi last week to represent the family, thank the community, and take care of any unfinished business.
We did receive their ashes finally at the end of last week. And so we're now in the process of getting arrangements made for a service and a celebration of life. But I also plan on doing a full military service for him in the spring at the Veterans Cemetery in Bosquen, New Hampshire.
Van Loon recently updated the family's GoFundMe page, which currently has around $13,000.
We are finding there are some expenses we're going to have to pay for, and we're just trying to figure it all out. And again, the trial, if any of us want to be able to travel down there to be at any of the trial, we want that option to be there, and we're not able to do it otherwise.
She says she hasn't received any word on when the trial will begin.
I know there's a certain amount of days before they, run out of time for being able to press the murder charges. So we're just hoping that something happens within that time frame.
Van Loon wrote both James and Michelle individual poems and had her cousin take them to their memorial site at the beach.
It's just telling them how much we love them and miss them.
She said the family plans to get together for the holidays.
It's definitely been really hard to get into the spirit of Christmas.
If you would like to donate to the Butlers, you can go to our website, kztv10.com, for a link to their GoFundMe page. As always, we will keep you updated on the latest regarding the Butlers' double murder.
The three men found dead inside a home on Clairide Street in the Flower Bluff area Friday night have been identified. Medical examiner says they are 49-year-old John Wayne Hughes, 59-year-old Stephen Romine, and 39-year-old James Tennant. Police showed up to the home to investigate a burglary call, and once there, they found the bodies. The medical examiner says it appears all three men died from gunshot wounds. Miles Dingman and Benjamin LeBleu are both charged with capital murder in this case. Police haven't given a motive for the triple murder.
Two separate house fires left two people injured this morning. One of the fires happened around 8:30 on Jessica Drive when fire crews arrived. They could see flames coming from the house. One person was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. The fire was confined to the first floor and was quickly put out. There's no word on how the fire started.
The other fire happened about 6 o'clock this morning on Shaw Street. A leaking gas line is believed to have started this one. Residents say they heard a loud pop from under the home. That's where the fire started. One man burned his hands when he tried to put the fire out. He had to be taken to the hospital.
I was going to work and made the turn, and that's when I heard the sound, the big loud noise, the boom. The car shook a little.
Well, the good news is everybody was able to get out of the home safely. Most of the damage was to the outside of the home.
A homeowner upset after someone broke into their car overnight. She was just about to buy Christmas presents for her family, but now that money is gone. Here's Jeremiah Marshall with more.
Having someone break into your vehicle can be a stressful situation, especially around the Christmas holiday. And that's exactly what happened here on Jean Street. A homeowner and her fiance were getting ready to buy Christmas presents for their family, but they saw that their car was broken into and things were taken. Take a look at these images. You can see a man caught on their security camera. This happened earlier this week, just before 9:30 p.m. The owner of the vehicle says she was getting ready to head out, yet saw that her car door was open and the glove compartment was open as well. Her wallet with money that was going to be used for Christmas presents were stolen, along with other personal information. Legal action has been taken with police, and the family says they are still waiting for answers. And coming up later tonight, you will see more images of that surveillance video and also reaction from the owner of that vehicle. Reporting on Jean Street, Jeremiah Marshall, Action 10 News.
Time now to get a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Sharon Ray. I heard you say earlier today that it got as cold as 28 around here last night.
Yeah, there were places with 28, 29. The official number coming in from Corpus Christi ended up at 29 degrees. That is our first freeze of the season, a little early. The average first freeze is around the 23rd of December. So tonight we could see the same thing, not quite as cold in Corpus Christi, but still near freezing. As you can see, we have those freezing temperatures expected all the way up into the coastal areas. Where you get closer to the ocean, though, we're looking at temperatures staying above freezing. But Corpus Christi right around 32 tonight, and inland anywhere from 29 to 32 for lows. The duration of freezing anywhere from 3 to 5 hours in this pink area. So again, you'll want to make sure you get your pets indoors tonight and also protect those tender plants if you have them outdoors. Right now you can see it's getting pretty cool. We're in the 50s and we have that north to southeast wind. It's been shifting around a little bit and it's very light, and that is going to allow temperatures with that very light wind tonight and the clear sky to dip once again. If you're heading out, grab the coat this evening again. We're looking at 40 by 11 and those freezing temperatures overnight. I'll pinpoint those numbers when I come back. This is your first forecast brought to you by Navy Army Community Credit Union.
Sharon Ray will always look forward to your forecast. You know that. Coming up here on Action 10 News at 5, a historic vote in the House on impeachment.